you get nervous, and you know, things start happening really fast, and unfortunately that's how mistakes happen. And we all make mistakes. I make mistakes every day, but a lot of them you don't see on camera. We're at a military base. There's the jets taking off. I'm kind of parked on the runway. I can't show you anything, but it's loud. I had to come in the truck. I have done this probably a long time ago. I've delivered to this place. They were very specific about calling the guy to making a delivery appointment. I talked to the guy and I said, he said, when you gonna be there? I told him I'd be there about 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then I asked him if he had overnight parking. And he's like, well, when are you gonna get there? And I told him, if you got overnight parking, I'll be there first thing in the morning. But I am not driving through Charlotte early in the morning, not through traffic. And I'm sorry if you live in Charlotte. I hate Charlotte. I do not like Charlotte at all. It's the traffic. But anyway, we got unloaded at Charlotte early this morning, and they kicked me out. So we're up here at the rest area. We're about an hour north of Charlotte. We're on I-77. It is 7:30 in the morning. Mercer's not open yet. I'm looking at loads, and there's nothing interesting. They got one load. We're 300 miles away from it, going to Iowa. I'm trying to get back up in the Midwest, where I seem to do pretty good. Florida, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Here's a New Mexico, but it doesn't load till Tuesday next week. Pennsylvania, Colorado, Connecticut. All those are like Colorado. Don't go to Colorado. Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, Idaho. Don't go to Idaho. Montana, Colorado, Alabama. But a lot of these are for next week. These aren't even for today or tomorrow. I'm up to 400 miles away from where I'm at right now. Here's a Michigan. Loads out of Ohio. We're 450 miles away. Loads on Monday. A couple more Michigans out of Ohio. But they're for next week. So, the only thing I got my eye on, maybe, is that Iowa. It's refractory products going to Wilton, Iowa. I know where it's going. I've been over there before. It's that steel mill over there in Wilton. It's not a bad run. It loads tomorrow. We're 300 miles away. And it says it only weighs 11,000 pounds, so it'd be light. So, might do that one. I don't know. All right, it is 11:30. We finally got a load. Went through a lot of loads, meaning I put my name on a lot of stuff, but we didn't get it. But we finally got one. Got a little bit of a bounce to go get it. It's going to Michigan, where I want to go. We're loading out of Middlesboro, Kentucky. I've loaded over there a few times. It's the big reels of the plastic tubing, or whatever you call it. We load that tomorrow. We're about 250 miles away.
in America, and no one tires in America. In America, stars and stripes blind you, can't you?
Not too sure what's going on. We're on 25, or was on 25E through Kentucky. Something happened. They detoured us off onto this little tiny road. This poor Snyder truck got stuck in a ditch because we're on a little road the trucks aren't supposed to be on. Well, that's where they're detouring us. Sure.
Take the next left onto Kentucky 1304, then turn right onto
what's going to happen here. Where do I need to go?
Go. Stay on this road. It'll bring you right on 25, about 2 to 3 miles this way.
Just stay right here?
Stay straight on this road. You'll be fine. It brings you right at Walmart on 25. Turn right, you'll be right on the road.
Been a major here on 25, mate. Probably something got it locked up tighter than a pig size. You're up here on 25 now, down here on this damn road. The guy's going around. There's the one got the ditch down here. Trying to make a turn. They moving us off the highway, or they making us wait? Let so many through at once there. I guess we're gonna go down here and go down the other road and get back on 25. Or Roger. Sounds like one's got in a ditch on the old road.
Alright. I'm not too sure what is going on, but I do kind of feel bad for the Snyder truck. That's a hard turn to make. You got to use the whole road. Alright, it's the end of the day. I don't know where we're at. I think we're in Niles or near Niles, Michigan. We're right across the state line at this little truck stop. I stop here often. Dang, a nice big parking lot. Bailey has been super patient. It is going on almost 8 o'clock and she hadn't had dinner yet, so she's hungry. Ain't you? We drove 472 miles today. I did want to say, I do feel sorry for that Snyder truck that fell in the ditch there. Just looking at the situation, it looked like a new driver. There's a female driver. It looked like maybe a trainer, maybe her husband in the seat there. But they put us on that little tiny road, and even I had a hard time on that little road, and she or they just did not swing wide enough to make that turn. You know, you get off that road, you get nervous. I'm assuming they're a new driver. You get nervous, and you know things start happening really fast, and unfortunately that's how mistakes happen. And we all make mistakes. I make mistakes every day, but a lot of them you don't see on camera. But yeah, it's just one of those things, and it's nerve-wracking. I could see the driver was really upset about it and everything, but So hopefully it all worked out pretty good and they got out of there, but I did feel bad for them. Okay, I got a lot of comments and I was surprised. I got a lot of comments of why do I have a hot water heater in my truck? Or, as somebody else said, called it a cold water heater, which I guess technically it is. But let's go back here. We'll take a look here real quick. Oh, kind of a mess back here, but we'll crawl back here. So, I'll turn the light on here. This is my shower. Right here. This is my shower. So, I've got a little bathroom in there. I got my shower. But that's what I need the hot water for. And then I have my little sink right there. Turn the light on. So I got my little sink. So this is the controls for the generator. We'll turn this light on. This sleeper has lights all over the place. So this is the controls for the generator. So we'll turn the key this way, and that turns on the glow plugs for a couple minutes. So this is old school. It doesn't have a button you press and it does it automatically. All right, so now we'll crank her up. All right, generator's running. And then over here on this display down here, this is oil pressure, oil pressure, temperature gauge for the generator, and the DC voltage outlet. This button right here, water pump, turns on the water pump for the water. This switch here turns on, there's an outside plug outside the cab that turns that on, which is actually supposed to be a block heater. And then this switch right here is the hot water heater. Now, I'll be quiet, and if you listen real carefully, you'll hear the generator kind of struggle. Well, I shouldn't say struggle. You'll hear the generator work. So you kind of hear it work. So the hot water heater runs on electricity or the coolant lines. And I'll get the coolant lines hooked up eventually again. But anyway, that's what's going on back here. I got to end the day. Take care, Bailey. And we'll hit again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.